Jacob, I just realized how similar iRobot and Fahrenheit 451 are.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that too.
There are also the characters. Beatty's response to how people just live for the thrill and no longer really learn anything is very similar to Dr. Calvin's response when she found out the machines were taking over. As Calvin said when she found out that machines were taking over the world, perhaps how wonderful. Think that for all time, all conflicts are finally inevitable. Only the machines, from now on, are inevitable. Asimov 148. This shows how Calvin believes that it's a blessing that machines control aspects of the world, like how Beatty believes that it's a blessing that books were made illegal for the happiness of others. As Beatty said, people want to be happy, isn't that right? Haven't you heard it all your life? I want to be happy, people say. Well, aren't they? Don't we keep them moving? Don't we give them fun? Bradbury 29. These characters adjusted to the situation of the world they were in without any kind of argument against it. Calvin and Montag are very similar as well. They both realized that something was morally wrong and in their own way tried to fix it. When Calvin learned of the modified Nestor 10 model disappearing, she responded with, "Can't you understand what the removal of the first law means? It isn't just a matter of secrecy." Asimov 81. She then led the effort to recover said Nestor 10 model. With Montag, he realized that perhaps books had some kind of important information in them, as he said, and if there is something here, just one little thing out of a whole mess of things, maybe we can pass it on to someone else. Bradbury 32. This shows how he realizes the immorality of having books be illegal, since people are willing to die for them, as seen with the woman who lit her own house and herself aflame in order to die with her books.
Don't forget about Montag and Byerly. Both of them didn't realize what was actually going on, but were horrified when they did. We see this in Byerly when he responds simply with "how horrible" to Calvin when she tells him how machines have effectively taken over the world. Asimov 148. Montag began to realize the problems with the world when the woman burned herself alive with her books. He was too late. Montag gasped, he said right before the woman dropped the match. This later inspired his actions to read books and see what could be in them that would drive someone to die with their books. Wow, when I started this conversation, I was mainly talking about the world, but I guess there is even more in common than I realized.